Does he have to look a certain way? Did I ask you that?
I'm tall, so I'm 5'11".
Damn.
So he has to definitely be taller than me. No one's shorter.
Okay. Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
I would say definitely like in the 100,000s at least.
At least.
At least, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because like I think that this year just alone, like seeing just like has everything has been going on. Like I've made a lot of money myself as well. I recently just graduated my master's degree in business. I graduated a dual master's degree, MBA as well as my MSBA. So I think like for me now, like I kind of know what type of guys I'm going for.
We do not care.
Peace. Pre-select thoughts. Back here with another video. Yo, bang that subscribe button. As we grow, as we build the plane, you could say you was here from day one, throughout all the dustiness, throughout all the ashiness, as we're upgrading the technology, as we're gaining experience on the mic. You can say you was here from day one. Yo, shout out to y'all. Let's get it.
Here we go. What is your name? You look pretty. I love it.
Thank you.
Come on,
I'm
stop it,
Shania.
girl. I love it. What's your name, honey?
Shania.
Shania.
Yes.
Oh, you got an exotic name,
Shania, Kumbaya. Black people in these names.
Shania.
I'm Nigerian, 27,
I'm 27. Where you calling me from?
Boston, Massachusetts.
Boston.
Shout out to Boston. Shout out to my Nigerian brothers and sisters. Let's get it.
How old are you?
27.
And you told me that. What do you do for a living?
So I'm basically an assistant right now for a dentist,
Okay.
but I just graduated school.
Okay. Shania, 27. Do you believe in zodiac sign?
Pisces. No, I don't.
Okay. Do you have kids?
No kids.
All right, let's do it. You had a body. I can't wait to do the kids again. So it's Shania, 27, Pisces, Boston, Mass. Assistant to a dentist. No kids. What kind of man you looking for? Both?
So basically like this year has been kind of like weird, kind of like for me dating. I haven't really like been dating this year really that much. So I want to say someone who's definitely God-fearing. Someone who's like driven, someone who's definitely a graduate of something, like, maybe like a doctorate, master's, something of that sort.
We have to have this conversation. Women in general say that they want a God-fearing man. Men who are God-fearing understand the hierarchy. They understand that it's God, man, woman, child. But in our community, it seems like black women, you tend to want a more equal relationship. When in reality, God-fearing men who understand their purpose, understand that we report up. So black women, you report to us. We report to God. But a God-fearing man, a man that is disciplined in his faith and is a no-nonsense kind of guy, I will argue that black women do not want that. I will argue that black women do not want a God-fearing man because it comes with too many rules, too many regulations, and a restriction of freedom. But maybe I'm wrong. Put it in the comment section. Black women do not want God-fearing men. They want men who pick and choose certain aspects within religion and within their relationship with God. That's really what black women want.
Someone who's definitely accomplished, has something going for themselves, has goals, and yeah.
Okay. Shania, okay. What are your deal breakers?
Liars, cheaters, anyone who, I don't really want to say I don't want to date guys with kids, just because I don't have kids. So I guess I am open to someone who has kids.
Okay.
Okay.
Does he have to look a certain way? Did I ask you that?
I'm tall, so I'm 5'11", so he has to definitely be taller than me. No one's shorter.
Okay. Does he have to...
Automatically knocks 85% of men out of the category. Shout out to you being 5'11", but only 15% of men are 6 feet and above. So we don't know what else she's looking for, but automatically she is looking for 15% of men. Let's get back into it.
Make a certain amount of money?
I would say definitely like in the 100,000s at least.
Bullshit. 10% of Americans make 100,000. And we're not talking about men out of that 10%. And then we narrow it down lower because we're talking about black men. Unless she's open to dating other races, we'll get into it. But automatically looking for a man that makes $100,000 a year, 6 feet and above, you're automatically looking for a top 1% guy. But already it's not looking good.
At least.
At least, yes.
God.
At fucking least. Can't make this shit up.
Yeah, just because like I think that this year just alone, like seeing just like has everything has, you know, been going on. Like I've made a lot of money myself as well. I recently just graduated my master's degree in business. I graduated a dual master's degree, MBA as well as my MSBA. So I think like for me now, like I kind of know what type of guys I'm going for. And
so let me get this straight. You went to school, you got your degree, you got your education, and now you're ready to settle down. 27, it's understandable. But a top 3% man, a top 1% man, a man that's over 6 feet, and a man that's about his business to where he is now earning $100,000 a year or more, is not going to allow his woman, with all of the degrees and everything, all of that money, we're going to get into it, maybe she's making good money, she got degrees, I'm going to assume. These type of men who are up here financially, who are on a different socioeconomic level, do not care about your education and your money. These men can already facilitate a family to some degree. These high value men, these men of value, these pre-select men, these men are not looking for a woman for her money and for her education. For you to throw that out there as one of the first attraction points, it's really mute.
what I'm not going for, so definitely $100,000, absolutely.
So you make okay.
At the moment, so I own my own business. Can I shout it out here or no?
Well, I'm more so, and you can just answer the question: do you make 100K?
No, so not 100K, but I do make so this year at least $80,000 so far.
Okay.
It's giving average at best, because again, you're looking for a man in the top 1, 3, 5% because you make 80,000, 100,000, whatever. You have your own business, whatever the case may be. So you're looking for a man on that level, which is understandable. However, those men in the top 1%, because it's one thing to make 100,000. It's another thing to make 100,000 and then be 6 feet or taller. So you're looking for these kind of caliber men. These men are enjoying life. These kind of high value men, men of value, pre-select men are doing one of two things. Either they are enjoying life and they're not looking for a relationship, or two, they are looking for marriage, but they're not looking for a woman who is centered around her business and her degrees. You're going to be too busy growing your business to grow the family. So these men who are on this caliber, they tend to want women who put family as a priority and not a degree in a business. Because again, they already conquered. They're triumphant. So they're not looking for you to compensate for a lack of finances because they're already there. So your degrees and your businesses, it really does not matter to these kind and caliber of men.
Okay, so but the guy has to make at least 100K. Not what
Absolutely.
You
Yeah.
No.
So you want to date a man that made what you made?
No, I'm going to date a man that makes way more than what I make.
What?
Nothing
Because there's a
lower
man that
than.
makes way more.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Absolutely. Okay. So now you said don't play with her. I'm assuming you date men that make a certain amount of
yes.
money.
Absolutely.
So what's going on with those guys?
A perfect question. If you are dealing with these men, let's get into it. Why aren't you married? Why aren't you married yet? If you deal with these men, why aren't you married yet? Let's find out.
So I date like older guys. I don't kind of want to put myself out there right now. But yeah, like I date like older guys, kind of like guys older than me. So, definitely accomplished, more like doctors, lawyers.
And guys, understand, she's 27 and she's dating older guys. I'm in my very late 20s. So the reality is, young women date older men, significantly older. And to my men out there in their 20s, we have to understand that women in our age group have way more experience than us on average. So she's dealt with these men, she's making this money, she has this access. But here's the problem. Do those men take her seriously? And if not, then why? Let's get back into it so we can dive into that.
That kind of career.
So what's going on with those guys? Are they taking you serious? Are you taking them serious?
I think like I wasn't really ready. Like they wanted to have kids. I just wasn't really ready at the time. It's like,
It's that shit I'm talking about. So you attract those men, and those men are willing to protect and provide for you, but you wasn't ready. Now you're 27. You know what? Now you're ready? But now you're on a dating show. So why don't those men, in turn, then come back around and say, okay, let's get married then? I wonder why they're not doing that. But maybe they are. But she's on a dating show, so let's get back into it and find out.
you know, have kids and, I just wasn't ready to just, it was just a lot. I was still trying
Ready now?
I'm ready now. Yes, I'm definitely ready now. I just graduated in May, so I'm definitely ready now.
Have babies and all those
Yes.
things. Okay.
Definitely.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
So now, before we do the Kendra Cam, because now that she has her degree, her education, and is making good money, now she wants to settle down and have a family. But here is the problem. The problem is the kind and caliber man she's looking for. After she's done all of that, she's had those men attracted to her and willing to sit her ass down somewhere, have some children, and go about life. But she wasn't ready. But now that she has her education, her degree, making some good money, now she's ready. But those top 3% men, they're gone. Which is why she's on this dating show, because they're not going to take her serious now. You did not prioritize me and the family because you wanted to prioritize yourself. Even though I was going to take care of you, I was going to take care of the finances, take care of our retirement and everything else, and you build the family structure. You build the culture within our home. But no, you wanted to get your degree and get your money, which is fine. But now these men are not taking you serious. Maybe they are, but she's on this show, so that leads us to believe that they're not taking her serious now. Or were they ever taking her serious? Let's get into it.
Someone said you're a side chick. Oh my God, what is wrong with these people?
Well, those men you were dating, were you in a relationship?
Yes.
Or they just dating?
It's like we were in a relationship. So I was dating a dentist for about 4 years.
Okay.
But for me, I just wasn't ready for what he was ready for.
Understandable.
That's pretty much it.
Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay. Oh yeah. I am going out tonight with some friends.
Okay.
So
Ooh, you look good. Okay. Okay. Woo, where the hell you going? You really going out? Where you going? Where you
I'm going out
from
to a club
Boston? It
with
ain't
some
cold in Boston.
Huh?
She's disciplined. Looks like she's in great shape. She's been working on herself, watches what she eats, her skin is clean, she watches what she drinks. So she looks good. Her body is right. But the issue is, it has to be a mindset thing. Because what man, top 3% man at that, is going to allow his woman to not only go out looking like that, but to go online looking like that, when men can screenshot all type of stuff. Just looking like that in general. What kind and caliber of man do you think you're going to attract? Because I'll let you know now, high value men of value, they do not accept women who dress like this. You look good, they'll sleep with you. But to take you serious, no, because you're showing your assets, subsequently his assets, because you're with him. You're just showing it to the world for the world to enjoy. No, those kind of caliber of men are traditional, and they heavily prefer their woman to be traditional for marriage. Now, if y'all just kicking it, whatever. But for long term, something serious, image is paramount to these men. And they cannot have their lady looking like this, dressed like this for the world to see. Even if black women will say, well, I'm single, so I'll do it now. Once we're in a relationship, I'll dress more conservatively. But the thing is, we're on the internet. We're in the era of the internet. So this will be forever. So these high value men, these men of value, if they choose to take you seriously, in the back of their mind, they have to be wary of the fact that you have a past digital footprint that is discoverable. People can go online and look at you. And to these men who are traditional, that's unacceptable because they prefer their woman to dress and to be traditional as well.
It's not cold.
Yeah, I just closed Boston. Yes, it is.
Where you going? To a party?
And she in Boston. It's cold as hell in Boston right now. I'm from the Northeast. It's cold in Boston right now. And she out dressed like it's 7 p.m. in Miami, Florida. What kind of man of substance is going to allow his woman to dress like this? You're going to attract what you're displaying. And I'm letting you know now, men of value, high value men, do not accept their women to visually look like this if they're taking them serious for marriage. Maybe I'm wrong. Put it in the comments.
No, it's like a club down here.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to say it on here. I don't know if anyone is from my hometown or anything like that. So
Someone said a man should be. Let me respond to this. Let me tell you something, because I'm about to. Once I'm done with this, I'm gonna cut somebody on the comment section. Here's the deal, ladies. Everybody keeps saying what a man should be. There are men out here who are providers. The question is, do we want to provide for your ass? That's the question that you really have to answer. The man that you are designing in your head, he actually does exist. He's inhaling and exhaling. That ain't the issue. The issue is, do he want your ass?
No.
That is the lesson for 2024, because I'm tired of y'all telling me what men should do. And I personally believe life is not one size fits all. There's some men, I know all types of relationship dynamics. I know some when the men provide. I know some when they go 50-50. I know some when the woman makes more money. And all the ones I just said, they all happy in their own dynamic. But listen, I can tell by the way you're talking, Shania, you are a woman who attracts these types of men.
Shout out to me, because I'm one of those men. Using myself for an example, 6'5", handsome, symmetrical face, perfect teeth. Shout out to the doctor. Got the hair not bald, got the braids, whatever you want to style it. Making about $60K after tax. And I talk to these men. I talk to men who are housekeeping. I talk to administrators. I talk to black men on all socioeconomic levels. And we're all saying the same thing, regardless of the type of money we make. Something to think about.
So that's why it's a non-negotiable to you, because, and I do stand by this too, if you got 3 options that are trying to pursue you of all that you want, right? A man that makes over 6 figures, over 6 feet, and is attractive. If you have 3 different men who's trying to pursue you, then yes, that's the guy that should be your standard, because if one don't act right, you got 2 other men to choose from. A lot of times y'all don't got one man that's trying to pursue you. Then you get mad at me for telling you, do you want to wait for Casper, the friendly ghost, for your whole entire life, or do you want to talk to the man that wants to talk to you?
But this is what I'm saying. Those kind and caliber of men who make good money, who worked on themselves, they are out here enjoying life. Hence why, even though she's dealing with these men, she is still on a singles live show, because these men are not taking her serious. Again, I can't stress this enough. These kind and caliber men operate 2 ways. They have conquered the world. They have built themselves up. They are looking to enjoy the world that they've built, or they are looking to start a family. The kind and caliber of woman that he would accept to marry and start the family with are traditional women. And he has the finances and resources to go globally to find this woman. These men tend to not marry women who are older, went to school, and are independent, who chose themselves over the family, over building a family, who is out dressing provocatively, and who is not natural. I'm sorry to say. Hence why, again, she's on this dating show, because although now she's ready, there's a reason why they're not doubling back for her. And that's a fact.
But back to you, Shania.
I'm reading like a lot of these comments. They're just so rude. First of all, honey, I wanted to say this. People think that they can just push their lifestyle on you. I have a certain lifestyle. I have things that I've accomplished. I'm sorry if you have nothing going for yourself. I have businesses going for myself as well. So if I'm looking for a certain type of man or a certain type of caliber, that's me.
And this is why I say black women do not understand black men. Because men don't care. Men are actually looking for the opposite. They're looking for somebody who they can sit down, take care of, and have their babies and raise their culture the way he deems it. So you're talking about dealing with this kind of caliber of man because you built yourself up, you got these businesses and things like that, and that's exactly why these men aren't taking you serious. That's why it's only going as far as dating, casual hookups. Black women, you have to understand, men in general, black men in particular, who have conquered the world and who are financially independent as a result, are not looking for their economical symmetry from their woman. They're actually looking for the inverse. They don't care that you got your businesses. They don't care that you got your money because he has enough to provide for the family. There's no power couple. The law of physics states two things cannot occupy the same space at the same time. So this man is looking for the opposite. He is willing and able to protect, provide, and grow the family. However, he does not need you to provide with your money, which y'all don't want to provide anyway. So what's the point of having that money? Because y'all don't want to pay no bills. That's what I'm saying. Black women do not understand us. So this is why she's on a single show right now, although she has men who are interested in her. Yep, they're interested. And then as soon as she opens her mouth and talk about her businesses and talk about how much money she got, and then they start talking to each other for weeks, and then they see how busy she is, they're not interested. Men and women, they're not interested. But let's get back into it.
Don't be upset because, the men don't want you. It's okay. But don't try to push your, agenda or whatever the case might be on someone else. These people are ridiculous.
And there you have it. Okay.
But we have to be honest, because do they want you? Life is mathematics. So if you're dealing with these men, but they're not marrying you, and you're on this show looking for a man who is this kind of caliber of man, although they're already dealing with you, life is mathematics. What is life telling you? These men, they're not looking for this.
Okay. When was your last relationship, Shania?
So last relationship, so it's kind of like in and out of it. I want to say about 6 months.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm going to ask, when's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I want to say I'm not going to answer that.
Okay.
Be gone, fuck!
Now, we all know I deal with a lot of ladies. I've had a lot of experience. And I would tell you, when women say they do not want to answer when's the last time they had sex, there's a reason why. For the most part, women understand that their purity matters. So if they had not had sex or if they're abstinent, they would say it. But when women do not want to disclose when's the last time they had sex, it's an alarming red flag. You're trying to hide the fact that your purity has eroded away. Again, if ladies are pure, they have no issue letting you know, like, hey, I don't do this. They'll let you know. I have past videos. They will let you know whether they are promiscuous or not. But for you to not answer the question is very telling.
3 flaws you have to work on.
I would say definitely attentiveness, being more, being more punctual as well. And honestly, just like I said, just wanting to be more attentive. Just that's it. I don't really know at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Because.
And I'm sorry to say this, but your lack of attentiveness, your lack of being punctual for the man and his family, this is another reason why men don't choose these kind of caliber of women. Because when men have gained their financial independence and is looking for a family, the last thing they want is for their woman to lack accuracy, to lack attentiveness, to lack punctuality. We have built a family, we have standards, this is what we want, and we need it to get done. So in my mind, she's dealing with these men, and these men are seeing a whole bunch of red flags, just red flags everywhere. And this is another example. And this is why these men are just enjoying you and not taking you serious. You don't even want to sit down. I would say this is why men haven't sat your ass down yet and put some babies in you and just take care of you. But you don't even want that because you're a boss woman who has her own business, has her own money. But again, you look at your opposite, you look at your men, and they're just looking past you. It's for a reason. Because they don't look for an equal as far as economics. They look for an equal as far as the parallel. They are functioning and growing the family establishment via finances and direction, and you are growing the family establishment via improving the culture and taking his directions. So when you say you lack these things, it's another reason why you're on a single showing you. These men that have all of this money, they're not sitting you down. They don't want this.
I think that just me as a person, I'm just the whole package, honestly. I think when you get to know me, you'll just kind of, get to know more about me as well.
So a whole package. We already know that's bullshit. Not the full package. Honestly, this is gonna hurt. You're probably more suited for an average man. An average that builds and maintains this earth. Your electricians, your plumbers, your truck drivers, guys that may not make 100K. They may be average earners. That seems to be in your wheelhouse because he's gonna be okay with you working all the time, growing your business. He's gonna be okay with that because he's working a lot as well. And he needs your half of the financial income like every other community to build the family, to maintain a family structure. But when you start looking above the average man and you start looking for these high value men, no, they don't need that. Actually, they want the opposite. They want you to not have businesses, so the home is your business. These children are your business. And two things can't occupy the same space at the same time. So you can't have your own business trying to make your money and then also trying to build a family culture and the children. There's not enough time in the world.
Okay. And there you have it. It's Shania, 27, Pisces, Boston, Mass, assistant to a dentist. No kids. Let's do it, boo. How can the guy reach out to you?
Guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. Y'all stay safe, stay pre-selected, and check these next videos out. I'll catch you over there. Peace.